So today I'm gonna do from Article 1 till your Article 52 I'm thinking of. So first of all, you should know that Article 1 to the Part 1 have the Part 1 of the Constitution is your union. Uh, Union and territory, and union and territory have like your four article inside of it. And before going to this union territory, you should know that federal country mean a country having two sub government with almost equal power, example USA. So federal mean government having two sub growth with almost equal power, like USA. So, like their center and state have equal power, but the US is like your coming together federation, but they have like 52 states or 50 states. I don't know how many states are there in USA. I think it is 52. How many states there in US? 50. 50, okay. So like there are 50 states, so every state of there have a different flag. And from flag, I remember our flag committee, like our national flag was organized on your 22nd July of your 1947, if I'm not wrong. 22nd July of 1947. Yeah, 22nd July of 1947. And yeah, so and their state have a state have a center have a like a completely different flag, which is their representative flag. But I want to say that like their every state have every like equal power, they can do make law, and that they don't really need to ask center. Their center, there is no center in there, but the center they make is on like these are the states, they all come together and make one center, that is their center. So this thing is called as coming together federation. And this approach is like you are going from bottom, right? Bottom to up. So it is, this approach is your bottom to top approach. And coming together federation, I told you. Yeah. Now, if you have to talk about India, which is quasi-federal, this I told you was yesterday, what is quasi-federal. So if you want to talk about India, a government with have government having two government with unequal power. So government having two government, here the two government are your state and your center, or you could say union. Now two government with unequal power. So, like you know how in India there is a union which, from unequal, you need to understand this that in India the union have like more power. The union can look in the matters of states and help them, whereas a state, particular state, can't look in the matter of union. And like union and center, there is their duties are also like judiciary duty, and nobody can do them other than them, not even executives. So yeah, there is unequal power there in the quasi-federal. And India approach is like, and we only have one flag, not like we are not like US, but it's not like it is bad, but US is giving free independence to like every state of theirs. And like I told you, the US goes from bottom to top, whereas R is like top to bottom. Our union is at top. Then there is state. From then state there are like panchayat from part 9A. Or you, if you had to talk about article, it is 247 or something. 247 0 till A, sorry, A till O. I think it is that 247. Where is it? Yeah, 243. My bad. 243. Panchayat has 243. And like municipality too. Municipality as part 9B. So yeah, R is like, our approach is like top to bottom. Now, as I told you, our part one of the constitution is like union and your union and your territory. And so in this part one, there are four total articles. So first article tells us about the first article tells us about the like as a general, it tells about union and state, like who we can call union and who we call at state, and UTs you could say. And like we can call some like state, we can call state as which our own state, and some territory which we don't have earlier but we captured it through like war or something like that. So that is can be also put here. So some of this example of this territories that shall be comprised in India would was like if you had to take example on UTs, it was like Pondicherry. Pondicherry got its independence in 1954. Now the 14th Constitution Amendment Act of your 14 Constitution Amendment Act of your 1962. This is when it became the part of India as of like an UT. And if I had to tell you more about this, then you could take Goa as of 12th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1962. If you have to take more, then you can take like Daman and Diu. Daman and Diu. It is same amendment. Now there was some special one which was Bangladesh. This is the Bangladesh as of like west, your eastern Bangladesh, and some territories where there was heavily dense populated with Muslim people. So as I told you, with constitution we can tell the like a whole religion of the country. So by the help of that, you could say Bangladesh, like we some part of that we captured that as of like 100th Constitutional Amendment Act of your what was the date, 2015. Now 13th Constitution Amendment Act of 1962 gives special provision to Nagaland. 1962 special provision for Nagaland. Now, if I had to tell you ahead, which is Article 2nd, so this tells by your ambitious or established of new territory, union and territory, like admission of pre-existing state and admission of non-existing state is written in the Article 2. With a simple majority of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, this can be acquired in India. Example: Jammu and Kashmir first, then state, then gone into UT. So Article 2, this tells you about your if there is your existing state, existing state or non-existing state. So existing state would be there only, but if there is non-existing state, then we can acquire that and can be become as of like state. And so example is like your Jammu and Kashmir. It was earlier it was a state, now it became a UT. It became a UT because UT doesn't give like them to like as that much power. They are come under your, you could say, the center, and the center could have more control over them because that's a critical area. And if there is like succession power goes on, then that would be pretty dangerous, right? So, and this whole thing doesn't require any amendment, amendment and this whole process is done by simple majority, a simple majority in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Now Article 3. So Article 3 you could remember as of a prime example is there, which is Uttar Pradesh as capital Lucknow. Now Uttar Pradesh state, some part of it as Uttar Pradesh. Now it's some part changed into Uttaranchal, and in your November of 2000, it became as Uttaranchal as when it divided. Now Uttaranchal now became your Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand. So the thing that I wanted to tell you from this example is that a state can be divided, change it in the Article 3. As you can see, Uttar Pradesh change into Uttarakhand and UP. Now the state can also change its name. So Uttaranchal to your Uttarakhand. That is a prime example of this Article 3. Now Article 4 says that Article 4 says that it is pretty easy. 2 and 3. 2 was pre-existing state or non-existing state can become like state or UT. And the third one is like anything change or shape or size or name can be done in this state. So these both doesn't require any amendment. And yeah, that's the whole union and state part done. This is the part one of the constitution done. Now moving ahead to the second part of the constitution. uh, so now part second. Part second comprises of citizenship. So in this citizenship, there is article like 5 till what 11. So this is what 6 articles is there. So the first article is the fifth one, Article 5th. Article 5th tells about the citizenship at commencement of the constitution. So like they tells, I will tell you this whole some article with this only. So in this article tells that somebody who is born before in India, before the date of 26th January of 1950, would be considered as of like Indian citizen. But if you were not born in here, uh, and you transfer to India before this date of 5 years prior to this date, still you would considered as a citizen of India. That's the whole article. Now, Article 6 tells you that somebody who was in Pakistan, this guy was in Pakistan, now he came to India. So, for what duration ahead he came to India, he would be considered a citizen of India. So, before the date of 19th July of 1948, if you came to India from Pakistan before this of partition, not partition to happen prior, but if you came to India before this date, you will be considered a citizen of India, even though you came from Pakistan. Now, Article 7. Article 7 tells you if somebody was in India, this guy was in India, he went to Pakistan, then he came back to India. So he did a whole trip. If he did this whole trip, then if he came to India prior the date of 14th of August of 1947, so he would be considered as your citizen of India. I can remember this date because it is 10 days like ahead of my birthday. So yeah, you think of how you can remember it. Now, Article 8 is easier. Article 8 is says that like if this is India, uh, uh, what the heck did I made? What? So this is India, right? Now, if you were in India, this is you, but you went to any other country to study or pursue your dream. Now, after you achieved your dream, you want to come to India back. If you didn't went to Pakistan and any other country other than Pakistan, you came back, you would be considered a citizen of India after some time. You have to live here for some period of time. That is whole Article 8 done. You can only need to learn this with the drawing. That's how I learned it. Now, Article 9. Article 9 is basically citizenship. As of single citizenship, not even citizenship, single citizenship. Now, I want to ask you that from which country did we took the citizenship? We took this from, yeah, Britain. Now, Article 10. Article 10 and 11, I feel that they both are similar. Like Article 10 and 11 says that Parliament can bring any changes to the citizenship. That's the whole thing. They can make any changes here. Changes in the regarded of 5 6 5 6 Article 5 6 7 and 8. They can't do on ninth, because what you gonna change on single citizenship? Single citizenship is a quite a good topic that you need to have in your constitution. Now, this the whole thing that we have done. But now there is Citizenship Act of 1955. Citizenship 1955. This act talks you about brand, BRAND, with what activity you would be considered a citizen of India: by birth, by your residing, R stand for, yeah, R stand for registration. Registration. A stand for your assent. Uh, Accusation of citizenship. This is accusation of citizenship by which you can acquire. So this whole thing is to make the topic learn easier. So A is added, just it, this have everything B, R, and D. So B is birth, R is registration, N is naturalization, D is descent. Naturalization is like you live from India for some period of time, you become Indian citizen. Descent is your hereditary part or something you could say. Now birth is you born in India, and registration is like you registered here. And if a person who is married a citizen of India, ordinary in India for 7 years. Now for losing for citizenship, it is losing of losing of citizenship is from RTD. So the first is termination. Termination, and this thing doesn't apply in war. Termination, like when an Indian citizen gain the citizenship by another country, so yeah, terminating mean you're getting cancelled. So you gonna get cancelled on, like, if you like went and like from Canada and you like try to acquire their citizenship, you would be not having R. That's the whole thing. Now deprivation, a compulsory termination of citizenship. A person has attained citizenship by fraud, like some, I don't want to say the name, and disloyalty to the court of the India, yeah, and war, during the war and all that. And your R is your renunciation, renouncing, you are tyaging the gana. Now fundamental right are here. Uh, Now, before going on to fundamental right, which is part three of our constitution, which have like article till 12 to 35. Before moving this 12 to 35 is comprised and divided into some various categories, and those categories are, if you don't even know the article, you can eliminate the option wise if it is on like some fundamental right question. And those segment, it is also asked in the paper, like if I asked you what does article 22 have as of like what is the main topic of like article 22. So like from 19 to 22 there is a range, and these article are on freedom. So your article 12 and 13 we will not take, I will tell you why. Now 14 till 18 is your equality. 19 till 22 is freedom. 23 and 24 is exploitation. Now 25 till your not 25, yeah, 25 till 28. What is this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 article, right? So exploitation. Then we have your religion. Now 29 till 30 is your education. Now 31 is removed because it has went to 300 some article, because it was some your right to property. And from 44th Constitution Amendment Act of 1978 it got removed. and it went to from your fundamental duty till to your legal right, as of it was like right to property. Now 31 is gone, so 30 till 35 is your remedies. On this note, let's go ahead. So Article 12, this I didn't took in equality because it talks about what is a state. So state, you would assume as of like state, which is like Uttarakhand or like Uttar Pradesh or Punjab or something. But here state being a body who can make law. So even like municipality, your local municipality is a state, your state is a state who can make the law, your IAS officer of that state, or it's not state but a particular region is a state, because he can make a law on the all the whole community and you have to follow that. So that is particularly what is a state. And but state is also state, right? Now article 13, article 13 talks you about your if any article or law made who can challenge your fundamental right would be null law. Now article 14, which was on your, from here it start equality. So first one is, let's have two clause. First is your equality before law, equality before law, and next is equal protection of law. Equal protection of law. So this equality for law is like everybody is getting equal, like equality, but rich people don't need that much equality. They only need so like the fundamental right equality type thing. But like poor people who are not that financially stable, they need subsidies and all of those right. So this right becomes negative as of like it's not making that much benefit in this society. So and this right equality before law is taken from Britain, as you can remember, as Britain does negative work only in India. Now the equal protection of law is positive because it is giving equal protection to everybody. The rich are getting protection and the poor are getting the subsidies and all that. And so this thing is taken from USA. You can remember as USA doing the positive stuff. Now article 15 tells you about that. Article 15 tells you about right again, right of equality. Uh, no discrimination on based on like religion, caste, sex, place of birth, and there are four clauses in this thing. So this is pretty easy to remember if you can make logic. So first is state, as of state can't do any discrimination on basis of all of these. Next is normal citizen can't do a discrimination on basis of all of these. Third is your the government can issue some subsidies and all that for women and children, and you can't do anything on this because it is a fundamental right. Next is your make a special provision on it. So society also some special provision or something. Now article 16. So Article 16 tells you about no, there would be no discrimination on job opportunity. On basis of, you could copy this thing here, just add dissent here. Dissent is what is how you say he is a descendant of that particular god or goddess. So descendants is like the lineage of the branch tree of a particular person, or like you could say your community or society. That is descent. So that is added here, just that. Now here also are four clauses. So first clause tells you about there will be equal job opportunity. And yeah, second talks about there will no discrimination on all of this, and dissent here. This is second clause. Third is that parliament can bring changes on like giving opportunity to some people who are weaker in backward section. And next one is that your state will bring this, sorry, state will bring these changes. And I have a very important PYQ here that I took from my brother CDS examination, which is related to this 16th article 2. So it was you had to tell all the constitution amendment 101, 102, 122, 103. So 101 is tells about introduction of GST. Then 102nd this tells you about constitution status to National Commission of Backward Classes. So National Commission of Backward Classes, NCBC. Then 22 is like same on GST. It's add stuff here. Now 103 is economically backward. Economically backward or weaker section. These guide was get like job opportunities. So this is related to here 103, and this thing was brought up in 2019. As of like 100 above amendment are above 2000 era. Now I had done 16. Now article. Now the thing is, I'm not up to doing this much on like just writing everything. I'm gonna just write as of like I have to do 17. I have to do wait. Okay. So I'm gonna just write articles now 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, and 52. Okay, gonna end this fast now. So, Article 17 tells you about abolition of untouchability. Abolition of untouchability. Yeah, that's whole thing. 18 tells you about like 18 number Jesse Virat Kohli, so he can't be called as king. So abolition of title. Then Article 19 till 22. This thing is on uh, your equality. Then freedom. This is on your freedom. So Article 19 tells you about your right on like freedom. So, and Article 19 also is that this is the first article which get closed, or you could say abolished on an emergency, national emergency. So this Article 19 is on your protection of certain rights. So there are so many rights here. So there is a quick, easy trick, which is SAMRO, SAAMRO. So your the S is your Article 19 Part A. This is Part B. This is Part C. This is Part D. This is Part E, and Part F is on 300 article, which because it was a part right to property, that is in your legal right now. So as of it was removed from 31 Article 2, and uh, a, B, C, D, E, F is gone. So here come G. So yeah, so remember this thing. So they can ask you what is the Article 19 Clause G. So if you remember Samro, you could also know that S is your speech. You have freedom of speech. You have freedom of your calling of your assembling people. Now this is association, like you could make association and all that. Now this is move, which is your fourth, nine clause 4, you could say also. Then R is your reside any part of the India. And 8 is O is your, which is G, which is occupation. You could have any occupation in the Indian country. So this is the whole you, if you want to say like this is the whole Article 19. And if you know this much, then you are quite ahead of everybody, because nobody, not many people really go this far and have trouble on themselves. Now 20 gives you some freedom on like if there is like if there is like your protection against your arrest and detention. So here are three, which are no ex post ex facto law. And 20 is 20 of B is no double jeopardy. And next is self incrimination. Now, the ex facto law says that no old law would be implied on your new activity or criminal act you have done. That's that. No double jeopardy is that no old law would be considered on giving your punishment, and no double like punishment would be given on your old law. Now, self incrimination is like you can't give your own gawahi in criminal cases. CRIMINAL, criminal cases, but you could give this own self incrimination on like civic cases, like घरेलू झगड़े हो गए तो खुद की like एक्सप्रेशन तो खुद ही देनी पड़ेगी ना. Then 21 is like your liberty, right to liberty, and right to liberty. Now 21 have a special thing, which is 21 of clause A, which is 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of 19 not 19, 2002. So if you know what this is, then you would have already guessed. So 21 of A says that 6 till 14 children of age of children would have to go school. Would have to go school. This is and fundamental right. And this was also your 11th fundamental duty. I am telling that much. Now 22 says that now liberty we had freedom. Now 22 is also freedom. So here is freedom on like arrest and detention. This is the 22. It says protection against arrest and detention. So Article 22 arrest is like arrest would be some they would have given me 24 hour, and your gawai would be given on that much time, and you would be given a lawyer and all that, and yeah, information also what why you are in the in this jail or something. Now detention is like you are on shock of that inspector, so you would be there for 3 months, but this 3 months should have a permission of high court as of advisory, and lawyer and your information would be given there. So this is that. Now 23 till 24th is on exploitation. So 23 is your protection against human trafficking. So first clause of this says that no one can force you to do work or human trafficking of you, but there is a special condition on clause 2 which says that you could be forced to do work, but in some dire situation like war. So like you would be forced to do join war, and this is also your fundamental duty fourth. Let me tell you that as of armed service. Now 24th says that your there would be no, yeah, there would be no like children under the age of 14 would not work in hazardous conditions. H-A, what the fuck is spelling of hazardous? H-A-Z-A-D-U-S, hazardous conditions. Now Article 25 till your 28 is on your religion. So if I had to actually tell you this, not religion, yeah, religion it is on. So if I had to tell you this, I have a special trick, and nobody really know this trick, which is 25. Supposedly, in to learn this, you need to imagine that you have a girl, and she flirted with you one time, and now you are like trying to make her your girlfriend. So first of all, you would make she will make you fall, make you like, first of all you would have trust on her. So this whole 25 to 28 is religion. So trust here would mean you can have any trust in any religion, that is up to you. Now that girl, then while you had trust on her, now after that you dated for some time, now you both have affair going on both in between to both of you. So the trust then affair. Now you went with coffee with her and you paid tax on her coffee. So here is tax. So in the religion stuff, you don't have to pay any tax on the goods, on the religious good. Affair is like you could have in any religious affair, you could go there. Now the last one is, now you became dumb, everything you became dumb or dumb after this whole interaction with her, and you lost your knowledge. Now you are going to education, so you can open any education institute. Freedom has to attend any religious institute. This is here. Now 29 till 30 is on religious, but here is a pretty good pyq, which is that article in article 29 it is said that it is given minorities. This is in article 29, and this is came in many examination, I would say. And minorities can be decided on two stuff, which is religion and your linguistic. On basis of religion and your linguistic, minorities can be decided. Religion is religion, linguistic is linguistic. Nobody is really born is made to be in minority, but they are born in it. and the minority itself is not given in the constitution. It's a whole meaning, so I can't really say something on that. So but this 29 and 30 was on your education, so there would be some education stuff here. So this clause 1 is on all this thing. Clause 2 says that no citizen shall deny administration into any education institute maintained by the state. So here let me tell you something. If there is a madrasa, look, wait, and let me tell you here. So supposedly this is the madrasa, and this is funded by state. So if they say that they won't allow Hindu students here, that they can't do that because you are getting funded with state. But whenever thing is getting funded with state, every person that state have a right to go there. So these madrasas have to be funded by a civil individual. So this is on the Article 29 clause. It says that you would not be denied any state-funded institute, but you could be on the madrasas and all that. Now, Article 30 says that you can open any institute, right to establish and maintain their own education institute. This is on Article 30, and this have three clause: one, second, and third. First is that you all the minorities, be from any religion, language, can have their own power. Next is that in any law providing the compulsory acquisition of property of any education institute established and administration by minorities, the state shall endorse that amount, fixing on determining, and under such law and acquisition, the property is as would not be restricted and obligated right guaranteed under the clause. So, like second says that uh, minorities can't stop them, but state have give money. So like if there is an institute of yours as a madrasa, and it had to be broke down because of like a plan of like making like railway station near there with a bulldozer. So if this thing breaks down, then state would have to give you proper funding and all that. Now, third clause says that you can't have been discriminating on like you're breaking some Hindu or some mandir and all that, and not mandir. This is on education. So some Hindu funded Brahmani or some institute, and on the same line there is Muslim also. So you have to break every like you can't do discrimination basically on this breaking stuff. That is what on the 30 of 3 says that. Now moving on to 31, 31 till 34 is your remedies. So Article 31 says no, Article 31, there is no Article 31. Article 31 has been shifted to Article 300. Now Article 32 till Article 35, this is on your remedies. So 32 is your writ jurisdiction of your Supreme Court. Sorry. Writ jurisdiction. Jurisdiction, I have told you what it mean earlier. If you don't know, then watch my previous video. Writ jurisdiction of Supreme Court. This is under Article 32, and there are 5 writs, which is your habeas corpus, then mandamus, and then your habeas corpus, your mandamus, your prohibition, your certiorari, your quo warranto. Now Article 33 and 34 is on like army people. So 33 is on like army on army persons. Your parliament can restrict like uses of your social media. That's why the army persons, when they are on the duty, they can't really use their mobile phones as of like posting their pictures and all that. Now 34 talks about martial law. Martial law, if you don't know, it is like this is India, and supposedly take a state Odisha here. So Odisha, if martial law is applied here, so it would be military law here, and it will be under military. And if there is like dange and all that on the society and all that, so they would just clear it up. So this thing was like applied a lot during the British rule. So that's why we have taken this. This is also taken from Britishers as of common sense. And this thing, is there an amendment here? No, there is no amendment in this. 35 is that Parliament can bring any changes on this whole fundamental rights. This is here. Now, Article 311 it says that Subhash Sharma versus Union Case 1991, death with appalment and transfer of judges, judicial review. Subhash Sharma versus Union Case was on judicial review. So judicial is like High Court and Supreme Court. Subhash Sharma versus Union. 33 done, 35 done. Now 30 from 36 till 52, not 51, sorry, 36 till 51. This is your DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policies. And this question I have seen everywhere on theme of what is theme of the DPSP. So theme of DPSP is your social, economical welfare. Just remember that much. Now going on to 35, 35 says the introduction of DPSP, basically that is on the 36, sorry. Now 37 says that DPSPs are non-enforceable by law. That's it. 38 says that 38 state by your social, economical, and political justice would be provided under DPSP. Now, 39th is on your directs of DPSP. Directs of DPSP. So these directs are your accusation, means of livelihood for all citizens, sorry, distribute of materials resource for common goods, prevention of contraction of wealth, equal pay equal work is on under Article 39, protection of worker of health and child against the deploymentation, this is Article 39. Health and development of children is also in Article 39. That is that. Then Article 40 is on Panchayati Raj. Now now you would say like Panchayati Raj is on your Article 243 A till O. So why is this thing here? So let me tell you that Panchayati Raj was first applied in your Rajasthan, and this was done by under Article 40 under a state. That's why it is on DPSP. That is that. Now Article, oh yeah, I forgot. Article 39 directs is there, and Article 39 of A. This is free legal aid. So A for A, free legal aid. Like now 41. 41 is that state shall require right to education and work in public assistant. So like the securing of like education, you could say here on in a state. Now 42nd I remember as like do bacche, as of like two parents are there, they have like two children, not four children you could say. So that's that. So from children you could say maternity leave, Maternity leave is leave of pregnant women, and because like on like the delivery of the children, right? So they need off for them and their children, right? So that is that, and this whole thing is on like relief of like put better environment for your working class. Then 43rd is on like industries and on that side. So states shall endeavor securing living wages and decent standard of living and enjoyment on the leisures and the social cult opportunity for all workers to promote cotton industry. So if it is asked, the cotton industry, this is important, I would say, cotton industry wages and all that is mentioned is in which article? So you would say article 43. Now 43 of A is your management of your industries, management of your industry. This is on like this. Then 43 of B. So you are seeing B for the first time. So and you have seen B in the part 9. So part 9 is panchayati, part 9A is your municipality, part 9B is your cooperative society, which is on your 97th Constitutional Amendment Act of your 2011. So you could assume BFB. So this is also on your cooperative society. Cooperative societies are the self-help group who help like act as a bank. And if you have read the NCRT, then you know what I'm talking about. Then this is done. Then the 44th is on your uniform civil code. Uniform civil code. 44 is on that. Then 45th article is on provision of dairy children and care of education. Oh yeah. So 45th is on 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002. If you remember, I have told you this again, and this is third time of me telling you this, that this is on 6 till 14 age of children have to go school. This is on state wise. This, if I have to tell you this, I have covered, and if you have watched it, then I can say we have covered this thing on your 11th fundamental duty. Your I recently tell you after your liberty 21 of A. Now I am telling you this in 45. So it is quite important to your children to study, as of like they are the future of this nation. You Then 46 is on your promotion of education and economical interest in of the weaker section. Then 47th is like duty of the state and rail of standard of living. Then 46th is promotion of education and economical interest. So education and economical interest promotion. Now 47th is like standard of living would should have get better standard of living, and standard of living is on like 43 too. So you could connect this as like you are adding 4 here, so 4 and 3 becomes 7, so 47 is here. So this is the starting point, but 43 is more on like cotton industry, management of your industries, and your cooperative society as of 97th Constitution Amendment Act of year 2011. Now 48th is on organization of agriculture and animal husbandry. So first of all, we are doing the betterment of the society, then we are doing betterment of environment. So animal husbandry and agriculture, this is in 48. And then 49 is protection of environment. So you are doing here as of animal. Now animal live in the environment, so here environment protection. And if I ask you in which fundamental duty is on environment protection, then if you don't know, then you really are missing, which is under your thala for reason. So seventh. Now 50 is on separation of judiciary from executive. So judiciary and executive are separate. As of judiciary is on high court or supreme court, as of like any court, and executive is are the MLAs and the who execute the law. Then 51 is like promotion of internal peace and security in the DPSP is there. Now 51 of A, which is your fundamental duty, I already taught you, so I have completed this whole section of R, which is all the article from 1 till 51 of A. So if you missed it, then you missed a lot. So yeah, after this, I will continue bringing the which is 52 till your 62, which is on your president, and your 63 till 70, which is on vice president. And after this article, after like 70 article, like 71. And it is not like president and vice president election. If there is a problem, then there will be the parliament who will step in and providing the action what to do. And then 72 is the jurisdiction of your president. So I will teach you 52 till 62 and 63 till 70 in the next class. And after that I have taught the till 100 or something. So after that I have to do the local self government and all of those like ahead of the part. So yeah, if you watched my video, so thank you for watching. I hope you do well in your